Hey you guys, welcome back to our channel. This channel has gone through a lot. It was our channel and then it was my channel, and now we're moving it back to our channel because I'm not gonna have my channel and our channel. Like, that's just not the best thing to do to me. So welcome back to our channel. I'd love for us to do more sit down videos like this, like moving forward. I think vlogs will be like sometimes, but not like every video being a vlog.
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing.
Where's your thing?
Right here.
Oh, get it out your coat.
It was right here.
Oh.
Like on my chest.
Oh.
I think that the biggest thing is going to be just us connecting with you guys, not just staying all virtual, as well as like taking our relationship farther and kind of letting you guys get to know who we are, and then wanting to get to know you guys, and you guys have the ability to throw those questions out there and expand this however far you guys want to expand it, not just, from our side.
Yeah, we're open book. But what we want to answer today is how we met, because like everyone always asks us. Everyone always asks how we met, and like we'll answer that because it's a cute story, but there's two sides of every story. Like there's two sides of like the whole story, and then kind of like how we had Kaylani and
the before we met each other, like how it came to be, and then the afterwards, and how
like why you went there.
The love came there versus, love truly at first sight.
Yeah.
Do I need to like hold it in my
I just don't want it to be like muffled.
It's not. It's literally sitting on my chest right here, and then my arm's holding it.
Oh, is that's how you're doing it? All right. So, where do you want to start?
Let's do your point of view. Like I say you run your point of view, I run my point of view.
Like how I got to A&T?
And then however you'd like to, kind of like like May heading into June, and then kind of like hear what they think is the better story.
Yeah. Like yeah, sure. So before I went to A&T, a year before, I graduated from North Carolina A&T in 2022. I didn't meet Eli there my first time I was there. You're moving away from me?
No, I'm moving to where it's kind of like both of us. All right, start again.
Okay, yeah. So in 2022, I graduated from North Carolina A&T in 2022 with my undergrad in pre-medical biology. That was fun. I graduated college in 2 years, so I graduated at 20 years old, and I decided to move to LA for whatever reason, because I'm crazy. I really wanted to go to USC Keck. Like, that's why I moved there. That was my dream medical school, and I felt like working for USC Keck would help me out in the long run, which I did work for them. But I worked in oncology, and just like through that, I was like, I hate this. I hate I don't like how they treat the patients. No, it wasn't my passion anymore. And I love learning. That was my passion. Like, I really love learning, but I was like, I don't want to do this. Like, I actually hate this. And my body started getting like physically sick. And one day I was really sick, and I said, hey, I need someone to cover me. Like, I can't do this. Like, I'm not feeling good. And they were like, go take a COVID test. And if it's negative, like, you're staying. And it was negative, and I finished off the day, and that was a Friday. I took the weekend, and I called them on Monday morning. I could not go back, and I was like, I quit. My mom was really like, you're not gonna give them 2 week notice? No. I said, I'm not going. I don't need them to write a recommendation for me. Like, they can blackball me. Like, I don't want to be in medicine anymore, so I don't need it.
Yeah, because your passion was serving people, and helping people, not
and as I was
the backgrounds of it.
Yes, and as I was working there, I was posting on social media because I was a hair creator. I was a lock creator before. I was like posting my locks.
So lock before family.
Yes, I was doing my hair. I was like showing lock styles and relatable stuff about locks and like stuff like that.
So a little bit before we get into our story, what kind of locks did you have then versus the locks that you have now? Care to share?
I had
lock journey twice.
Yeah, I had 71 locks, I think, just like traditional locks. Now I have micro locks. I have 277 locks.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, back to the story. Let us speed up.
I quit my job. That was in December, I want to say. December, because I went home for Thanksgiving. December, I quit my job, and I was so depressed. I did not go home for Christmas. I said, I'm not coming. Like, I just stayed in my bed, and my uncle called me, and he was like, Merry Christmas. Like, where are you? And I was like, I'm still in LA. And he was like, you didn't spend it with family? And I was like, no. And he lives 30 minutes away, and he was so mad at me. Uncle Tony.
That's fair.
Yeah, Uncle Tony. He was mad. He loves me.
Yeah.
He was so mad. And my other uncle, my dad's brother, was there. And they were like, we're here.
Yeah, and you didn't want to come show up or anything.
I was depressed. I was really depressed. So I lasted until March with my savings that I saved up. And I got one brand deal, I want to say.
Nice.
One.
Hey.
And it was, I don't remember. I think it was OGEE. You've never seen me use their makeup, but I had like a highlighter.
Nice.
I had a whole, it gave me $1,000.
Gotta start somewhere.
And my grandma paid my rent for like 3 months because I could afford to eat and stuff and feed the cat.
You gotta hold those relationships.
Yeah, and I told my family I didn't need them. I told them I didn't need them, I want to say in November, and I called them back in January like,
help.
Yeah, I need help.
Oh my daughter, help.
So finally in March, my mom was like, my birthday's on April 1st.
Yeah.
Birthday's on April 1st. On March 30th or March 28th, my mom said, we're not paying your rent. Like, you got to you have to figure out, go get a job or you're coming home. And I said, I'm coming home. I can't do this anymore. And she said, well, do not make it to April 1st. I got home. I landed my feet in Cincinnati on March 31st at 11:50 p.m.
Nice.
Right before my 21st birthday.
Nice.
So I had a little drink that night.
And that's about it.
My mom would not drink with me. She was so mad at me.
I mean, that's fair. You cut your family off, asked for help again. They had to pick you up, get you out of there, break the lease, all of that.
Yeah. And every dollar I had went towards breaking that lease. And my grandma paid to ship my car back home. And that's why she's like, always like, you know how much money I've given for that car? She shipped my car everywhere.
You don't even have.
Yeah, and I sold the car.
That's nice. Okay.
Okay. I called my coach the next day, April 2nd.
Yeah. Your previous coach, because you came from North Carolina.
My college basketball coach.
Because she was like, I'm done with basketball now.
Asking for help. My dad said, that's the only thing you can do. Like, I don't have any other options for you.
Okay.
I called my coach. I said, hey, like, I want to know. Well, my dad told me to call him about getting in the portal.
Yeah.
Because he's like, you have to go back to school.
Yeah.
Because it didn't work. So now you're going to listen to me.
Yeah.
So I called my coach and was like, hey, like, I just want to know what steps I need to take to get in the portal. And he was like, I'll help you out, but like, you can come back here. Period.
Okay.
You can come back here. You were never a problem for us. He ate then, but that relationship's sour now.
All right, whatever. He was a blessing in your life.
He was.
Let's move into greater things, not stuck on the past. Even though we're talking about the past.
I'm telling.
All right.
I'm telling what happened. So. Why? It's not.
It's about how we met.
And how I moved in with you and why I moved in with you. I'm not going to be mean.
You're right.
I'm not going to drag it.
All right.
I'm not going to drag it.
All right.
I'm just going to tell the truth. Okay. So then what happened? A week after we got to school, like it was like I was new.
When did you get to school?
I got to school like May 24th. So I spent like 2 months at home training because I hadn't played basketball in a year.
Yeah.
And I was training. Like I had a trainer and I was tired. I was training with boys, like college, high school boys, and I sucked. These are like really good, like D1 players. Like I sucked. But I ended up training with them. And then I went back to school. I cried every day. I did not want to go back. I did not like college. And I went to school during COVID. I didn't like college. I did not want to go back. So I cried and I cried and I cried. Came back in May, I think. And then I met Eli 7 days later when I got there. Mm-hmm. And that was crazy.
For me, I ended up in North Carolina A&T from California. I actually received an offer from them and during COVID, but another kid committed before me, so they only had one offer opportunity. So then basically they were like, hey, hit prep school and we'll pick you up in the next recruiting class outside of the other offers I had. But I knew I wanted to go to HBCU.
Yeah, you did.
Sky's the limit. If you know, you know. And I ended up with my beautiful wife there. However, so got that connection and went to prep school in North Carolina, played about 2-3 games, met a coach named Anthony Boone out of North Carolina. Shout out Coach Boone. And basically he was like, yeah, you're done with prep school. Let's just train and get ready for the college route.
So you quit prep school?
Yeah. But, yeah, I didn't need the classes. I had a 3.89 going into college.
So you just, dropped out?
Yeah, but I still stayed there.
That's, news to me.
I just didn't play.
You didn't play at the school?
No.
Or go to school?
No.
You completely dropped out?
I mean, I didn't take any classes. I was just taking, English writing, benefit English writing and Bible class is what all I was taking.
Oh, fun.
Because I didn't have to take classes. And at the time, they were like, we don't want to enroll you into classes because we don't want to mess up your eligibility. And I was like, yeah, I really don't care.
Fun.
And I wasn't going to pay for school.
Fun.
So then from there, ended up at A&T, first year there. Cool. experienced HBCU. My first day was a snow day, being from California.
And I remember that day, like from
your point of view.
From my point of view, I didn't know you yet.
It was like my first semester snow, and I was like, "What is going on here?"
And that was when 2022.
It was 2022.
January. I graduated in May of 2022, so we did overlap at the beginning.
We overlapped, and first semester there was great. Second semester there was great. Went through the summer, and basically like
we didn't do one semester then summer.
Yes, one semester then summer. That first season, I got hurt, so stayed through to the following season.
And that's when I was in LA.
That's why you were in LA, and then I went home, came back, and was like, I'm not getting in a relationship. I'm just gonna live in a college experience.
Because you were in a relationship.
Because I was in a prior relationship.
During your whole first year.
During my whole first year. And I was like, let me just enjoy college. Like, let me just enjoy it. A week in, met her and how I kind of met you.
Well, no, we didn't meet till the summer. So you went home in December after the season, came back, did a semester in January, and then I would have came right before year after you've been there.
So I went to Hawaii to my sister's wedding.
Right, you did all that
I went to
before.
Went to Hawaii to my sister's wedding. And
so you were there for a semester before you met me.
And they were like, oh, like, who's next? Da, da, da. That's everybody does.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And I said I had the same experience. Like, I had just got out of a relationship, and I was like, when I had first come back, I was like, I don't want to be in a relationship. Like, I'm cool.
Yeah, so like I just got a relationship before my sister's wedding. My sister got married. I came back because I literally had like a week break.
That would have been May.
Yeah, in May. So I literally left the wedding, came back, and so done with my sister's wedding. Went back to North Carolina A&T. Flew out to Charlotte. Met Coach Boone. Coach Boone dropped me off in my car. I drove to Greensboro. And basically, I was there, and I was like, yeah, like, if I'm going to be in a relationship, I'm going to be friends with a girl first. But, like, it's strictly, like, I'm just going to be friends, and I'm going to enjoy college. Ended up a week in, like, when the freshmen enroll, you know, like, the freshmen come in, and I was one of the leaders for the freshman class. So, like, I had to basically teach them how to lift in a weight room. And obviously, I failed because my 3 freshmen dropped the weights all over the place.
Right, this is coming to where we overlap.
Yeah. And like the first weekend, you know, my group is great. There's 3 of us, me and 2 other freshmen, great. And then they forget to clip the clip on. I clip the weights, I go behind. One of them unclipped the clip to put weight on, didn't put the clip back on, and the bar went all over the place.
And shout out to them. Because we wouldn't have met.
Chris, you were one of them. If you're going to watch this, shout out
we would not have met if they didn't do that.
And basically, so fast forward to the next morning.
Our team usually in the summer lifts all together. And the offensive line lift in there with us every morning. HBCU, smaller school. Like, we had one main weight room for all the sports, and then women's basketball had their own weight room. But in the summer, our classes were, like, not all over the place. So we were lifting as a team, and O-line's always in there. And obviously, he's not an offensive lineman, and it's an HBCU, so he looks a little different. And I remember when he walked in there, he was just like, it was like 6 a.m. What's up, everybody? Good morning, Coach Ali. Good morning, Bob. Like, good morning. What's up, bro? Like, and I am not a morning person.
It's 5:45 in the morning.
Yeah, I'm not a morning person. So I'm literally, like, not happy with him. Like, who is that? That's why I started asking who is that, because I was annoyed.
However, like, I was friends with a lot of the
women's basketball team.
team.
So when I said who is that, they said, oh, that's Eli. He's really cool. Like, we like him. Eli's cool. And I'm like, well, he's annoying. It's early. And they're like, that's him. That's just him. He's high energy. Like, everyone, that's all they had to say. He's high energy. And we went through that lift, and I think I know we were doing trap bar deadlift because you always remind me.
Yeah.
And I was doing trap bar, and I don't like trap bar, and I don't like calluses on my hand. And we weren't allowed to use gloves. So I went to go get some chalk, and he was like, you don't need that chalk. I gave him the meanest, like... I can't even make the face because I'm not mad. Like, I'm laughing about it. But I was just like...
You rolled your eyes and walked away.
I was like... Like, and just, like, kept walking. Because, like, why are you talking to me?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
Yeah. Continue.
Yeah.
We'll just stay in the gym for now.
We'll stay at mine. So, then, from my perspective, he looks at me like, okay, you ignored me. And then he like goes and lifts his weight, but he's like lifting really hard and staring at me, by the way. I'm like, y'all, he is staring at me. Yes, you were.
Okay.
Yes, you were. Like in between your reps, you were staring at me.
There you go.
And
what was I doing?
And it's like,
do you remember the?
Yeah, you're doing like hip thrusts.
What's that even called? Barbell
hip thrust.
Barbell hip thrust, yeah.
And I'm like, yo, y'all, he's staring at me. And my teammates know him, so of course they're like, girl, like he don't want you, like whatever. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yes, he does. Like he likes me. Look at him. Like he wants me, obviously. And I was like telling everyone, like, guys, look. And I'd never been with a white guy before, ever in my life. And I was just like, asking, like, y'all dated someone white before? Like, I was genuinely wondering, how was that like, And he was still staring at me. I started asking about him, like, oh, like, I don't know, like, how is he? Like, I don't know what I was asking. I really don't remember exactly the questions I asked them.
But you see how she went from, who is this man, to asking questions about him?
He was cute. You were always cute, but I just never imagined myself with a white guy ever in my life. I didn't imagine that.
That's fair.
And I was just like, oh, okay, whatever. He was looking at me. He was looking all sweet. And then, yeah, like, lifting ended and we left.
That was your story from the gym?
And we left. And I just was like, he was staring at me the whole time. I just kept telling everyone about it. I guess I was excited internally. But, like, externally, I was like...
rejecting it.
Yeah, like, whatever.
So, for me, I came in 5:45, energy. Especially during summer. Like, nobody wants to be there during summer. So, like, my one mindset is, like, and make sure everybody enjoys the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of try to do that now. Not every day do I do that, but I try my best to just make sure that, every day's a good day. Came in there with a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
There was a whole offensive line and then the GAs that were in there during that time. And, what's up, Coach Ali? What's up to everybody in there? And at the time, I didn't know the women's basketball team was even in there. Like, I'm just like, oh, what's up? Like, what's up? Like, getting energy. And then I see the women's basketball team and I'm like, oh, like, I know everybody over there. And then I went over to one of my buddies. He's like, yeah, there's a couple of new girls over there. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, who? Pointed her out. And I was like,
But I wasn't new. The football players knew me from previously. You didn't.
And I was like, oh, she's really cute. Like, she's really pretty. And then right when I'm talking about her, she stares. Not just like a little look. The coach is talking to her and the whole team. And she's literally just looking at me.
I don't remember that.
Before I even started my lift. And points. And is like, who is that? Mind you, I'm a really good lip reader. So when she's like, no, it's the truth.
I did say, who is that?
Mm-hmm.
I told you I said, who is that?
Mind you, I haven't even started lifting yet. So then, boom, I get into my lift, and I'm finishing the lift from the day before because I had gotten kicked out. And so I'm doing, like, barbell hip thrust. And, like, at first, like, I was going light. Just like, I'm just going to get through this workout and be fine. Because I had a run afterwards, and then I had another lift to finish the next day's lift. And she walks over to me, by me.
I didn't walk over to you.
By me to grab chalk. And I'm like, there's no weight on your bar. What are you grabbing chalk for? Literally just like that. And she looks at me, rolls her eyes.
You just said, what do you need chalk for?
Okay, what do you need chalk for? And she looks at me and rolls her eyes. And I was like, bet. Had the strongest workout of my entire life. Like, put 325 on the bar and I'm hip thrusting it. 375. Like,
you were mad?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, like, how you not going to talk to me? Like, I didn't even do nothing wrong. I'm being a nice man.
And that's how you are in life.
I'm nice. Like, all I was doing was, like, joking around with you. But, all right, like, you can't take a joke. So, mind you, mid-lift, she's like, I'm looking at her, she's looking at me. I'm looking at her, she's looking at me throughout the whole lift for you were about there for, like, 45 more minutes. I go over to finish my part, which is, like, by the dumbbell sets.
And you're biking. Rack. No, what about when you're biking?
No, it was before.
Remember... when the person next to you was like...
I already said that.
No, you didn't. When your friend was like...
looking at me, and I was like, no.
That you didn't say that.
What? At the very beginning?
When
I was saying what's up to everybody, and we were staring at each other, and you were like,
Someone else was like...
Somebody else was like, she's looking at me. And I was like, nah, bro. I'm the unicorn. She's looking at me. And he was like, okay, bet. We can see that. We can see about that.
Yeah.
And I was like, bet. Like, this ain't even a game.
It was
playing
no
checkers, I'm
competition.
playing chess.
It was no
I'm
competition.
not even worried about it, buddy.
There was no competition. I was never staring at him.
Anyways,
Like, it wasn't like...
anyways, so fast forward, I had to go lift in the dumbbell rack, and I had to ask my coach, like, hey, am I allowed to go over? He's like, yeah, you're fine. Like, all the girls know you. Like, you're fine. The coach is fine. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm over there, and she's, like, lifting, but not lifting.
We were doing, like, these, right? Rows,
but
yeah.
She wasn't lifting.
I don't like
She
lifting.
was just talking to her friends, asking about me.
To this day, I don't like...
to deny that she was asking about me.
To this day, I don't like to lift, but...
So then she leaves, and I'm like, dang, like, I didn't even get her name or anything. Like, what am I supposed to do?
No idea. I mean, I knew your name.
Finished the...
Because the girls.
Yes, because the girls. So then I finished the rest of the lift and everything like that, and I went home and showered, and then...
I had open gym.
One second. I was like, oh, she's new. Let me look on the women's basketball page. I'm going to follow her because... In my mind, I was like, she likes me.
You followed me on Instagram.
And I followed her on Instagram. So then now, now go to your rest of your practice.
At the time, I had about 60 or 50.
50, yeah,
like 50,000 followers.
55.4.
I'm not seeing that. I wasn't checking my followers daily. Like I think I interact more with my community now than I did back then.
She was interacting with nobody.
I didn't interact back then. But we had practice. We had open gym. So after open gym, we had treatment. And so I left open gym. I went over to treatment with my roommate. Shout out to Mia. Went over to treatment, and the trainers were all girls. And I was still talking about him. And I was like, y'all know the quarterback? Because I had now found out he's a quarterback. I found out all this information. I'm like, y'all know the quarterback, Eli? They're like, yeah, we know Eli. I'm like, he was staring at me all morning. Once again, all girls in there. He was staring at me all morning and left. Like, oh my gosh, he's kind of cute, but I don't know why he was staring at me like that. And my trainer was like, he's a big flirt. He's a big flirt. And they don't think they meant in a bad way, but you are like a very nice man. You're very kind.
And so people take it the wrong way.
He's a flirt. He's going to try to like sweet talk you. Quick intermission right there. Sorry. So, we should fix this. Oh, quick intermission. So my trainers were like, oh, he's a little bit of a flirt. Like, he's a sweet guy though, but like really flirtatious. Just, you're always nice. That's how you got me.
It's just his personality.
That was your personality. So after that, while we're talking about him right then and there, he walks in the door.
Dun, dun, dun.
And we're just like all like losing it, laughing because like we're just talking. And I always tell him but it's like silent laughs. Like we're like, oh my gosh, like silence. What just happened to our lighting? There we go. It was silence. And he walks, hey guys, I got a riddle for you. Oh, what's up? What's up, everybody? I got a riddle. Same energy he had early in the morning. I got a riddle. And that's when we start laughing. Like, we're just losing it. Like, here he go. Because they had just given me the rundown on him. Like, he's high energy. Like, here he go. And the riddle was, I remember it. You're standing on an island and there's a ship. And you look at the ship and it's full of people, but you see not one single person.
No, wrong.
Something like that.
It was close, but don't give them the answer so they have to respond.
Yeah.
So you look out in the ocean. Well, I can just wait for my part, right?
Or we can like integrate this part.
So you look out at the ocean, you see a group of people,
Mm-hmm.
you look away, you look back, and you see nobody. Why?
You said not a single person.
Or not a single person, I'm sorry.
I know you said that because I know the answer.
Person. Why?
Right. That was a riddle. Give us the answer.
Don't look it up online.
Give us the answer.
But during that, what did I say?
You have a beautiful smile.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting there.
All you guys were laughing.
I'm sitting there greased like cheese and like
mid joke. I'm like, oh, you have a beautiful smile. Okay, back to what I was saying.
Because
I gave her sunshine and took it away real quick. You know I did. Did I not?
You didn't take away my sunshine.
In that moment, you was like, ee.
Am I like in focus? I don't know. I might be.
I think so. Yeah.
No. You like gave me my kudos and then was like back to what I was saying anyway. I'm unbothered. I'm unbothered by your beauty. You don't have me mesmerized, but I'm gonna let you know I see you.
All right.
That's like how it was.
Okay.
I started smiling even harder because it was like blushing. like not borderline, like I was blushing very hard. My cheeks were hurting. I was flushed. Then, we just like finished our treatment, and Coach Ali came over and was like, hey, girls, like, are you guys going to training table? Like, we have training table. It's just open for women's basketball today. We were like, they haven't told us anything about it, so we're unaware. And you were like, I'll take you guys over there. But also before that, we were sitting there talking, me and my teammate and him. We were like, yeah, we can be friends.
I was like, oh, you guys don't have any friends? And you were like,
yeah, because we were like, we're
new.
new.
And I was like, well, you've been here, right? And you're like, yeah. And I was like, oh, well, like, if you guys need me to show you around anything, or like,
but I was
want to know what to do or whatever it is, like, just let me know.
And I was like, I've been here.
You're like, oh, I've been here. I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. And then you were like, I followed you on Instagram, but you didn't follow me back. Mm-hmm. And I said, I would never have followed you back if we didn't have this conversation face to face.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to follow back a man for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you, like, I don't like to meet people
virtually
online.
Yeah.
I really don't care to do that. I want to meet them face to face. Yes. And then you walked us over. We walked outside because you're like, I'm going to take you guys over to the training table. And then you were like, oh, by the way, like, can I get your number? And then what happened?
And then her friend was like, you're not into white guys. And you just got her Instagram, so if you want to text her, you can text her on there.
Reverse it. She said you already got her Instagram. What you need her number for? And then she was like, and you don't even like white guys anyway.
Yes, exactly like that. But continue, because I still have to tell my side of the story.
You're gonna start over from the beginning?
Oh no. Okay, and then I was like, all right, bet. I'm not gonna chase after you anyways, and start walking to my car. Guess what she hits? That little, wait, I'll give you my number. I didn't say that. Gave me her number.
I did. I was smitten.
Yep. Backtrack real quick to the training room.
Okay.
In the training room when I walked in, I always gave riddles every day. I
think they might have told me that beforehand.
Yeah, they were like, oh, he gives riddles. Like, if he comes in here, like, you'll see it. And so when I gave the riddle, I was like, you already know what time it is. Like, who could figure it out?
Everyone was trying to guess it.
Everybody was. It wasn't just like
me and you. Like,
you just like walked in. And,
no,
like,
it was a group.
It was like, no, like I give it to everybody. It wasn't just like I was supposed to be in there by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I was able to walk up to her was because we had no trainer at the time. So our trainer was the women's basketball trainer. So the women's basketball trainer had all the football and all women's basketball.
All this stuff happened perfectly for us to
because otherwise
date.
I wouldn't have met you.
Yeah.
Because when you go in the training room, you're going to your
person.
Like I could have been like, oh hey, how are you guys?
I've
doing?
never met anyone in the training room in my life.
Been like a long.
And it was just us three.
Yeah, it was just
players in there.
The trainers. So that's what I wanted to add.
Oh, okay.
So
everything happened perfectly for us to meet.
Got your number. They
but
followed me over.
We drove over.
And
you got out the car.
Got out the car and was like, where are they? And she comes out of nowhere.
We got out the car.
Come on, babe.
And I said, come on, babe, let's go. And I grabbed him.
And held my arm all the way up.
And he was eating it up. Yeah. He was eating it up.
Well, no, when you put your number in my phone, you put babe with a heart emoji.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
It was babe, heart emoji, Sean Kelly with a basketball. Yes, it was.
I don't remember that.
Exactly.
You put that as that.
No, I didn't.
I don't remember.
Never even. When do I call you babe? I call you baby.
I don't even have an emoji on my name right now.
I can't look because I don't want to.
It says my wife. I know.
With a pink heart emoji.
No, there's no emoji on it.
You want to put money on?
Yes.
What do you want to put?
$1,000.
$1,000?
This is gonna move between bank accounts.
That's fine.
No.
Shake me.
No.
How about a new paddle?
You don't need a new paddle.
How about a new grip?
You just got one.
I want pink grip.
Okay. What do I get? No, don't pause it.
It's working. What do you want?
No.
It's working. What do you want?
I don't know what I want.
What do you want?
I don't know.
So do I get to show you or do we have to wait?
Yeah, show me.
I have to log out into it.
You have to log out.
I have to log into it.
Log into what?
The app. You're right.
No emoji. Right.
No emoji.
So what do I want?
You didn't get it.
I'm going to tell you what I want.
She's right. But I have a photo of you, and you're the only person that has a photo in my entire phone.
I know. Okay.
Dang.
You hate me.
I don't.
I'm just kidding. Mine's my husband with a heart. So then we, I said, come on, babe. We walk in there. The whole football team's in there. And I'm straight on him like this, and the whole football team's in there, and I'm like...
And the problem with this is I'm walking in with her, and I'm like, I'm going to go grab us some... I was like, oh, here's all the food, da-da-da-da. What do you guys want to drink? I grab drinks.
I don't remember you saying...
I grab drinks, I grab food. I go sit down. I look over, and she's talking to another football player.
All of them are like, SK, SK, SK.
And the things that went through my head in that moment...
You lost your girl?
That fast? She went from babe to talking to another man?
But this was our friend. Like, I knew him. And he...
So then I stand up to see who she's talking to. And she's talking to somebody who is locked in.
Correct.
So I was like, oh, it's fine.
He had a
That's
girl.
my boy. Like, let me go say what's up.
And I was telling him, I said, your friend is following me.
And I was like, following?
I did tell him you were following me. And I was like, your friend's following me around. He started in Lyft. Now he went to the training room. Now we here. He's been on me all day. And he's like, Eli, like, Eli's awesome. Like, you should actually get with him. Like, he's actually a good guy. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't want a man. And he's like, you guys would be good together. Like, your personalities would work. And he was like putting him on.
Yeah.
And then we were like, why are you sitting over there?
Yeah, and I was like, I told you I'd grab you drinks. I grabbed them exactly what they wanted. I was sitting.
Did we all sit to each other in the end? Like,
yeah, I was like, can you guys come over here? Because remember the what's her name?
We weren't allowed to sit over there.
Over there for whatever reason. So then, boom, fast forward. I was like, okay, well, like, I have to head to go throw or something like that.
And we all walked out together.
So
no, you drew second lift.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I have to go lift. I'll hit you afterwards. I'd love to go on a date with you tonight, but if you can't hang out, like
you didn't ask me on a date yet.
What did I say?
You said, I'll see you later. We'll text.
I was like, oh, I'll see you
because you're supposed to hang out with all three of us. Like,
yes.
I was supposed to be a group of three.
I'll see you later. I'll text you after. And I jump into my car. By the time I jump into the car, I FaceTime her. I FaceTimed you. No, I FaceTimed you before.
We got all the way home.
At 2:45, Lyft was at 3. We left at 2. At 2:43, I FaceTimed you. Because at 2:42, I FaceTimed you. Didn't answer. 2:43.
Was I at home already?
You had gotten home.
Right, so this isn't right after.
It was 45 minutes later.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, what are you doing? And he was like, oh, I'm just hanging out. And I was like, oh, like, do you want to go on a date later? Just think about it. Like, I understand we just met, but I'd love to go on a date with you.
I'm probably staring at the phone like this.
And he was like, I'll think about it. I'll text you. And I was like, well, I need to know before 3 so that
I said, yeah.
And then you were like, okay, yeah, let's go on a date tonight. So after practice at like 5, I had got my clothes on.
And I was getting dressed.
I had no idea where I was taking her. No date planned. No idea where to go.
No reservations.
Still trying to figure out where to go in Greensboro. No reservations. I only know 2 restaurants because as a male, you're just eating fast food, especially when you're balling on a budget as a college student.
Yeah.
During this time with no...
You took me on an expensive date for a college guy.
We'll figure it out. So pick you up. You get in the car. I drive to you, and my heart is through my chest. I call my parents.
My hair was blonde at the time.
I'm like...
Hold on. Yes. The parents. We both called our parents, and we need to get back to the conversation I have with my mom.
Okay, well, can I say my
mom? Yeah.
I called my mom, and I'm like, hey, I'm going on a date tonight with, like, the point guard of the basketball team. I don't know if she's a starter or will even play, but, like, I think she's good for me. She just came back from, like, California. She has some working experience. Like, Mom, I think that this is a good one. I know I said I wasn't going to have a girlfriend, but, like, this might actually be the one. And then I call my dad, and he's like, just don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. He's like, just be smart. Like, if this is actually your wife, like, don't put yourself in a compromising position to where long-term, like, it's not going to work. Like, do what you want to do, but at the end of the day, like, make sure that you stay true to, like, the values that you set for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So then I drive, and I get, once I'm waiting outside, I'm like, bro, she's taking forever. Because I'm like...
I don't know what I was doing.
I had FaceTime her. I'm like, hey, are you coming down? She's like, yeah, I'm on the way.
I was probably putting on perfume and stuff.
And it was still another 5 to 10 minutes. But now you can tell your little stories about your mom.
When I called my mom, I was like, Mom, you'll never believe what happened today. Because my mom, I did not want to go back to school. Like, I was crying. What you doing? I was crying. Crying. I did not want to go to school.
This keeps on stopping. It's almost like I don't have enough storage.
You should have enough storage. Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah, you can keep going.
Okay. So...
Because I have long ones in here.
Oh, you're delete them. But I called my mom, and I was like, girl, like, you're not going to believe this. I met the quarterback of the football team.
I hope that one hears me. Hello? Okay.
I don't know. Mom, you're not going to believe this. Like, I met the quarterback of the football team, etc. And she's just like, oh, like, what's his name? Like, she's on the website looking him up immediately. what's his name? Yeah, she was like searching on the roster, and she was like, "Is the white boy right here?" And I was like, "Yeah."
This is the white boy right here.
I feel like this might be getting too bright, but it was the white boy right there, right? And then also, I went to my room and I was praying. I was trying to know God.
Wow.
Both of us were.
Amazing.
Both of us were but we hadn't talked about this yet. But I was like, God, really? I remember I was like, he's white. Like, I'd nothing against it, God. I was like, are you serious? Like, I was really like, God, if this is it, like, let me know. Like, I don't know, because I never saw it for myself. And I remember it really was like, God, he white? Like, for real? Like, those are my exact words. Like, I was questioning, is this right for me? Because, like, that comes with its own, like,
for sure, like
challenges.
Being an interracial couple, like you
comes
have to
with
be understanding of both sides, and it's very hard at first because you're like, well, don't bring race into it, or don't bring this into it, or don't bring that into it. But it's like
those are real conversations.
For me, I've experienced it. You've never experienced it, so it's like real conversations that you have to be willing to have. Because if you aren't, like, it's gonna be hard. Like from both sides, you've never experienced things that I've gone through, and I've never experienced things that you've gone through. So I think being able to have those conversations, being able to sit down and have those tough conversations and not turn into an argument because I, for example, might be like, oh, this white person did A, B, C, or you might be like, oh, this white person did A, B, and C. It's not disrespect. It's describing a person. And just getting over that to start is just something that's
well, when we first went out, people were staring at us because we were in the South.
Well, you guys talked to your mom. So you were praying. You were praying.
Yeah, and then I talked to my mom. I was just like, it's the white guy. And like, have fun.
Yeah. So let's backtrack before we get that.
Okay.
So she gets in the car and I'm like, okay, so here's the problem. I don't know where to take you. And I was like, I have options. I have ideas. I was like, but I don't know you enough to be like, this is where we're going. So we can go to Pasta. We can do something chill.
You knew a pasta spot.
I did.
Which we went to later.
I was like,
but
we can go to Pasta. And you're like, I eat pasta a lot. I was like, okay. We can go to, like, go get Chick-fil-A and get some ice cream afterwards if you want, like, something just, like, relaxed, more friendly vibe. I was like, or we can go to, like, Hibachi.
Immediately Hibachi.
Hibachi spot. And she's like, yeah.
Love Hibachi.
I was like, cool. And in my mind, I'm like, this is about to be an expensive meal.
Immediately, I love Hibachi. Take me to Hibachi. You got money like that? I'm like, oh, he must have money. So, okay, Hibachi.
So I take her to Hibachi, and we walk in. And mind you, like, I've been in an interracial couple before, so, like, I'm used to the stairs.
But it's different in the South than it is here.
For sure.
Completely different experience. We lived in the South a lot.
Yeah, and so, like, we walk in, like, everybody's staring, and it's just, like, to me, I'm like, bro, it's normal. To her, she's like, do you see everybody staring? Like, is this normal? And I'm like, yeah, like, it's fine. Like, you're
people were staring at us.
She's like, no, like, everybody's staring. And I'm like, no, babe, like, don't worry about it. Mind you, we're already on Babe and Baby and all that, and so I'm like, it's okay. Like, I was like, if you're uncomfortable, like, we can leave. Like, we can go somewhere else. And she's like, no, like, I really like Hibachi. I was like, no, for real. Like, if you're uncomfortable, we can leave. I remember telling you that. Because, you know, in Hibachi, it's open to everybody. Like, we can go to Cheesecake Factory real quick or something. She's like, no, like, we'll figure it out.
Everyone was staring.
So
and you had talked to me, like, and you said, like, I've been in other interracial couples, like, people stare all the time. Like, it's whatever.
Yeah, like, you're just going to have to kind of get used to it. So then throughout that, you know, that was just like its first implication, and she did a good job. Like, she was like, you know what, like, I can get used to it, right? Because like whatever. At the end of the day, when you're intimate or you're so readily available for your spouse, like, people are gonna stare, whether it's 2 white people, 2 black people, 2 Asian people, whatever it is. Maybe because your hair looks
and people come up to us now and just say, like, you guys are very cute together, like, you guys are a very handsome couple.
Yeah, or like, you guys compliment.
You guys are beautiful. Like, maybe that's why they were staring. They thought we were cute.
Maybe, who knows? But then, boom! Fast forward to afterwards, you know,
he was trying to kidnap me.
We had talked about during the date energy.
I didn't want any men in my house.
Into our apartments, about placement into our situations, and without really knowing one another, we did not want to sleep in the same bed. We didn't want to go into each other's rooms because that could lead to farther and farther and farther. And we set that precedent from very early on. And so I was like, hey, like, I had a very good time with you. She was like, me as well. Like, I enjoyed it. I was like, I can take you home. I have a couple errands if you want to hang out with me a little longer, but, like, it's totally up to you. And
it's summer. Like, I was like, hang.
Like, yeah, and she was like, well, like, do you actually have errands to run, or are you just trying to hang out with me? I was like, both. Like, I actually have to go to Target and clean my car. But, like, if you
I don't think we went to Target. I think we just cleaned the car.
I was like, you were like, if you don't want to do it, then, like, you can just come back to my place and we can hang out. And I was like, okay, but like I don't want to go in your room like we talked about. I was like, but I genuinely do need to clean my car. So like we went to clean my car. She sat in the car, cleaned it, and she's like, okay, like let's go back to my place. So we ended up going back to her place. And
I think my teammates were there maybe.
And her teammates were
and
in the
I
living
told
room,
them
and she was
you were
like,
coming in.
So she walked upstairs and like my teammates are in the living room. Like, I know we talked about not coming in my room, but like you're more than welcome to. Is that okay with you? And I was like, it's more of like what's open for you.
But I don't know if they were in there yet or they were about to be.
No, they were in there.
You walked past them?
I walked past them. And no, they left. They left the room and then came back.
Yeah.
And so we sat on literally like the opposite sides of the bed and sat there.
Kind of like this.
Sat there and talked till about 2 a.m.
Yeah, we talked about a lot. We talked about a lot of like morals, I feel like. Mm-hmm. Like just like
morals,
stuff like that. Music.
Interests, things that we didn't like, things that we did like.
Just to see if we were like compatible.
Like, literally, like it was just like a long talk. And we could have ended that with like, you know what? Like you're a great friend.
I just don't think
it doesn't work. But we sat there and we didn't kiss. We didn't hold hands.
No.
We did nothing at all. We sat there for about 2 hours, literally back against
more
the
than
wall,
2 hours.
Yeah, way longer than 2
like,
hours. Till 2 a.m.
Late.
Back against the wall, and just talked.
You had homework though, I think. I think you were
like homework. I was working on chemistry and she's like, boy, you're trying to figure that out. Just let me help you real quick.
Yeah.
Help me with my homework. Because I'm like, I gotta go. And she's like, why? And I was like, I got homework too. She's like, let me just help you real quick.
Yeah, I was good at science.
And that to me is like the big base foundation of.
We spent every day. We have been together every single day since then.
Since that day.
Besides like sports, traveling.
Yeah, but.
Every day.
In a relationship form.
Every day. We started dating 7 days later. We've been together every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah, and we talked about favorite sweets. We talked about favorite things to do. We talked about like literally and like I would say within that first month to 2 months, like we literally knocked off a majority of what we love: hiking, swimming.
We went to a swimming hole, like in a lake, like just random weird
foods,
stuff.
Hanging out with different friends, like just putting ourselves out there and ability to really see ourselves in different situations, and not just in the comfort of our own spaces.
Then we posted like a TikTok together, and I already had like about 200,000 on TikTok, like one.
This was before we started dating. Yeah, you
before we started dating. And we made that dance of like walking out and get critical.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it went viral.
It was like the first week we were hanging out.
And it went viral, and people were calling me your ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, but then...
That made me sad, but it was okay. I'm just trying to be truthful.
You are. That's fine.
I'm just trying to be... And and some of my teammates almost like steered me off, like, don't be like her.
Yeah.
You know? So I was kind of like... We had a couple struggles like our first week, just of like other people. But it wasn't us.
No, for sure. But I think that your friends were more of like, don't do him like his ex did him, because they were like
they felt like they picked up a lot of you.
Yeah,
because they were your friends.
Yeah, they were only people that I knew and like felt like I could open up to, because my family's in California.
Yeah, you were pretty good friends with them, but like you stopped being friends with them.
Yeah,
because you were with me.
Yeah, like I wouldn't say stop being friends.
Not stop being friends with them, but like
I can't open up to you guys about everything. Like
you can't tell them about our relationship because they're my friends, even everything. Closer than you.
Yeah,
because they're my teammates. But they were rooting us on. They still root us on.
Yeah, for sure.
To this day,
like we went out, like boom, we would go out and hang out
all together. It was fun.
And all this kind
we
of
went
things.
bowling.
And, on my birthday, and I almost broke my leg mid-season. Shout out.
No, we went bowling before that, and my teammate hit your leg. That was before your birthday.
Oh, before? Yeah, she almost killed my leg. Like,
yeah.
It was almost over.
We also went bowling for your birthday because there's nothing to do in Greensboro. We also went bowling for your birthday.
Literally, it was bowling and eating.
Yeah. We learned how to play pool and... But yeah, like, people... I know, like, that video that just went viral of, like, you dancing again.
Yeah.
And people are like, is that how you guys met?
It's like, no.
Like, no, that was 5 months after we'd been dating. But people didn't know.
That was a core memory.
People didn't know that we were dating.
People didn't know.
Till homecoming.
That week. Well, this is kind of what happened. Like,
and we got pregnant.
I didn't want to dance.
And we got pregnant with Kaylani that week.
I didn't want to dance. Yeah, we did. I didn't want to dance. I was like, no, I'm not going up there. But, like, all the athletes had gotten together beforehand. And they were like, we were all dancing and stuff. And they were, Eli, bro, like, start dancing. And I hit a dance in front of all the athletes.
Well, you were representing California. Like, they were like, and Mikey knew you.
And then they were like, okay, we need somebody from California. We need somebody from the West Coast.
West Coast, East Coast.
It was West Coast, East Coast, and Midwest.
Maybe, something like that.
And, yeah, because it was Philly.
Yes, I remember there being a Philly. I remember there being California. I remember
Texas or something like that.
Maybe.
And everybody in my section was like pointing to me because like I'm one of the only people from California. And Mikey kind of knew. He didn't know me that well.
He knew me more.
He knew you and like knew of me type of thing. Well, I mean, it's not really hard to know of me in that area. Not to like put me on but like
you look different.
I'm one of how many ever white people, and I play sports.
Everyone
so
knew you.
And so yeah, like I raised my hand, like everybody's like, come on, and like yeah, come up here.
I was not going to record him. I was never going to record him because no one knew we were dating.
Nobody knew
except my teammates.
Your teammates were like,
record, girl, you better record your man. I'm like, all right, y'all. All right.
And so that's kind of like, I wouldn't say a takeoff moment.
That was a core memory.
I would say it's a core memory, and where it kind of catapulted us into being open within social media of one another. Because later that week, we posted each other on social media.
Oh, that was awful.
That's when
that was
everybody
mean.
Was like, that's when you really got the brunt of like interracial couples.
That was mean. And I still get it now, but I'm used to it. But
it's different.
That was...
During that time, she was like, I'm going to delete the social media because like, these people are so rude.
Was the most mean thing.
And I was like, baby, like, you just can't read the comments because there's...
Your mom was in the comments, like, arguing with people. My friend... Yes, like, it was mean.
It got to a point where you couldn't even be on your phone.
It was the most hate I've ever gotten, ever.
Yeah.
From anything. You really went to an HBCU and got the one white guy, like, you're one of them, It was so mean to my character. And then there's nothing wrong with interracial couples. Okay, another little break because the camera cut off again. But that's really it. Like, we really just want to make this video like to like how we met, how we really met. Because
and then you guys got to answer the riddle, find out how we met, and start putting questions because we'd love to have more sit down talks and like.
I think I prefer sit down talks because I feel like a lot of our daily lives like are shown on.
And it's going. Like I want you guys to be able to build community here, and then enjoy what we enjoy on the other
on
social
TikTok.
Media
Like
platforms.
that's our.
Let all platform be a different type of who we are versus
the
just
same thing.
Everything
over
be the same,
and
then
over.
you're like, okay, well, why am I going to open up the YouTube app when I could watch something on Instagram in 15 seconds? Like. There will be some of that. Like if we're going to hit a long trip, like a 3-4 day trip and move to different cities and stuff like that. And you'll get little snippets. But this is a big like step in the direction of
what
expanding.
We want to do. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, but social media content creation is my dream. Like I love it.
And I love it. And she supported my dream for so long within North Carolina to Houston to Europe to Columbus, Ohio, you know. And
we didn't even get to talk about how
we haven't even gotten into that. So there's so many things that we can open up. Yeah, we haven't.
We should talk about how people were like, "Did you vlog like your pregnancy?" And I was like, "No."
Like here's some ideas of what we can talk about. We can talk about the pregnancy. Of Kehlani. We can talk about traveling. We can talk about
being young parents.
We can talk about life outside of sports. We can talk about life in
sports.
We're really open to anything, but we kind of want you guys to ask the question, so it's not just us putting out random videos. Like I
feel like we could do a sit down like weekly. Like we could do that. This is easy edit.
This is a start to what the future beholds. But I'm appreciative of you guys sitting down and watching it. And you guys will get little snippets on Instagram and TikTok and things like that, so that you guys know what to look forward to.
Yeah, we'll get better mics too.
All right. Well, you guys stay happy, stay blessed. God bless. From the Brick Candler family.
We love you. We'll see you guys later.
Peace.